Good morning, everybody, you beautiful people. Hello, how are you? Welcome, Conscious Connection Lockdown Breakthrough. So, thank you very much for joining us. This is day 2. So, thank you. We've only been running for a couple of days, but the second morning now. If there's anyone who's come yesterday and you're joining us again, thank you very much for coming along. So my name is David McLean. I'm one of the co-founders of Conscious Connection, and the other handsome gentleman on the other side of the screen there, who joined us yesterday, as you know, is Sam Murray. Say hello, Sam.
Hello, people.
Yes, and say thank you so much for joining us. So I just want to, as we spoke before, as you've seen online, this is a 15-minute session that we're delivering. We are Conscious Connection, and we are here to help, basically. And it was Sam's idea originally, and then I helped to develop that. Yeah, it was your idea, Sam, definitely. And we think, do you know what? We should be here to support people over this second lockdown period in England, anyway, specifically. So it was just a couple of days beforehand, actually, and we thought, do you know what? We need to do something. We need to be here. We need to be here to support. It's a testing time, as we know, particularly going into the winter months as well. As we know, in the last lockdown, at least most of it anyway, we had sunshine outside to look at, and we could go and sit in our gardens if we could, or go for that bit of walk and that bit of exercise. But as we know, as the dark nights, etc., this is not doom and gloom, of course, but we can see and we can understand there's a bit of uncertainty. People can even be lacking a bit of meaning, actually, in their life to an extent. So that's what we're here for. We're here. We're qualified. I'm a qualified senior psychotherapist. Sam, as we know, is a breathwork expert. So we're here to give you 15 minutes, hopefully, of joy, 15 minutes of hope, 15 minutes just to not interrupt your morning routine too much, but give you enough time to understand, I suppose. We talk about the lockdown breakthrough, not just to help you create some more coping mechanisms and be able to deal with whatever's going on at the moment, but hopefully actually to make some breakthroughs. We're about, our slogans is lasting positive change. We're all about creating change with people, and sometimes it takes time, and we understand what's going on in the global society at the moment. But we're actually here as well to hopefully start to create some changes and positive changes and make some breakthroughs in your life. Now, whether they are small breakthroughs, you know, the tiny ones that just allows you to cope with what you're doing, or even some of those large breakthroughs so that when you realize that you get to the end of this 30 days that we're going to be broadcasting, perhaps you want to change your job, perhaps you can feel more confident, whatever it may well be, we're here to help. So the format, if you like, as always, we're going to go over to Sam in a couple of seconds. Now, Sam is going to go through the breathing technique, one of the dynamic breathing techniques at Conscious Connection, what we use. He's going to go through all that. I'll also let him speak about that. Then it's going to come back to me, and I'm going to give you a couple of top tips, if you like, to help to the changes that you will feel, the changes that you will get through the instantaneous changes that you'll get actually through Sam and the work that he does. I'll be there to help to sort of foster and, I suppose, cement those changes in over the days and weeks and months actually in your life. So without further ado, over to the fantastic Sam.
Firstly, yesterday, so I'm in my flat here now. So yesterday we were in the beautiful Peak District at a secret location. Some of you might well know. I forgot to mention, it's really important that wherever you go, I mean, you firstly got to make sure if you've got any underlying health issues, check with your doctor first before you do any of these breathing exercises or cold water submersion. Also, if you're out and about in the countryside, it's beautiful, but make sure that it's safe before you go in. Make sure that you're with someone, and make sure that you've told someone where you're going, and again, check with your doctor. So that is it. So there's no excuses. So yesterday I was thinking, oh my God, how lucky am I to be here in this beautiful location? Some people are in their flats, their homes, in an urban environment, and they don't have access to that, especially over lockdown. So I thought, I'm going to do something different today. I might not do it tomorrow. Do it today, just to show you that you can do this from your own home. So just for people who've joined us today who weren't here yesterday, thank you so much for joining us. and I'm going to show you. We're going to do one round. Normally we do 3 rounds, but today we're just going to do 1 round for time, and then you can practice these at home. So we're going to do a breathing exercise, which involves breathing from your belly. David's going to have a go as well while we're doing this. So your belly, so if you imagine, I've got my rib cage here, and underneath sits your diaphragm there, but it's just sort of, if you feel underneath, that's where we're going to breathe from our belly. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to breathe fully. We're going to take as much air as we can. It's really important you take in as much air as you can. So it's filling those lungs right up and then just letting it out. Okay, and we're going to do that for 2 minutes. We're going to do that for 2 minutes, and we're not going to stop. We're just going to go with that flow, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, getting into a rhythm, Okay, and as we breathe, we're going to be focused on the breath coming in our bodies and going out our bodies. And that's how we go for 2 minutes, getting into that cycle. But it's really important you're sitting down comfortably, because you could go lightheaded. It's also really important that you enjoy this. So it's not, you don't have to try and do as many breaths as I do. I'm going to take it nice and easily today. So just go at your own pace. So once we've done the 2 minutes, I will say and stop. And when I say stop and let it go, what I mean is take one breath, your last breath, and then let it go. Close your eyes, and for 60 seconds, we're not going to breathe. Okay, and then that, people who don't do meditation, it's really a form of meditation. And what we do in that 60 seconds is we don't think about the fact we're not breathing. We don't think about what's going on out there. We don't think about what's happened to us in our past. We think about the present, and we think about this one moment. So our eyes are closed, we're not breathing, and we just stop. And we just when you hear the voices come in from around you, you hear the noises outside, that's okay, they're there, and then just get rid of them, they go. So that's it. So we've done 2 minutes breathing, 1 minute meditation, eyes closed, just focusing on the moment, the very now. And we'll go into detail a bit more on that as we go along. And then after the 60 seconds is up, I'm going to ask you to take one deep breath in like this, and then we're going to hold, and we're going to squeeze. So I don't know if I was maybe a bit strange as a child. I used to, in the playground, we used to go up to each other and go, and we used to try and make ourselves pass out for some strange reason. But make yourself feel a bit, you will get lightheaded. So for 15 seconds, you squeeze, and then count you down, and then out the breath comes. And then we're going to do something very special. You're going to get the cold shower when you're ready, and when you've got your head back together, and when you're feeling you're not so dizzy. So that's it. I'm going to go quickly. So I am going to go into the breathing. Let's do a few breaths now. You just go. That's it. So we just got a few breaths in now. Everyone's got that feeling now. So you feel your head going a bit. So we're going to do it for 2 minutes. Okay, we're going to do this for 2 minutes, and then we're going to go into the breath hold where we don't breathe. So after 3, 2, 1, fully in. Breathing in all that beautiful oxygen. Keep going. Really breathing deep. Feeling lightheaded, that's okay. Keep going with it. Breathe through that. All's okay. Breathe in love. Breathe in that beautiful moment. Focus on the breath. Going in and leaving the body. Going in and leaving the body. Keep that going. Keep breathing in. That's it. Keep deep breathing. Fully in. Really draw that air in. Bring it into your lungs. Fully in. Bringing in love. Bringing in joy into your heart, and just feeling that one moment. Keep breathing. Keep going. That's it. You're doing really well now. Nearly halfway there. Keep going. Halfway there now. Keep breathing through that. You feel lightheaded. That's okay. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. The more you breathe, the more you're going to feel the benefits. Really deep from your belly. Keep drawing that air into your lungs. It's all good. It's all beautiful. Keep going. That's it. You're doing really well. Deeper breaths. Feeling the love coming in and feeling the happiness. Keep going. Let's give it the last 30 seconds. Really concentrate now. Let's really draw that breath in. Keep going. You're doing really good. Bringing in love. Bringing in joy. Focusing on the moment, the very moment that is now. Keep breathing. 10 more seconds. Really breathe in. I want you to go as deep as you can now. That's it. Keep going. 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Just stop. Close your eyes and don't breathe.
Is it, guys, just keeping that concentrated, relaxed, clear-minded space?
Yeah, thank you, David. Get ready now, everyone. So take that big breath in. 3, 2, 1. Fully in now. Really deep in, David. Really deep in now. Come on, squeeze that air right up to the top of your head. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep breathing, keep that squeezing. Sorry, keep squeezing that breath right up. Let's see. I'm taking my clothes off. Don't worry about it. If I come out that breath now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it go. That's it. Let it go. So that's where the magic happens on that last moment. And guess when some more magic's going to happen? In my bath, because I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in the bath. Here we go. So straight after, I've just done the breathing work. I'm not out in the countryside. I'm in a flat. So what I'm going to do is get the bath. You've all got baths. If you haven't got a bath, you've got a shower. Both work equally as well. So now, without further ado, try to put it off anymore like he is doing because it's cold. He gets in. And actually, it feels, after the breathing, it feels really good. I might little song. How's it going? So I'm going to just fully immerse myself in the water. There we go. Okay, David, I believe some people have some questions yesterday.
They do, they certainly do. We're actually running out of time, so I'm going to give you one question, Sam. So the one question, quite an important one. Sometimes the gent said that I'm feeling as if I'm going to be passing out when I'm breathing. Is that normal? You know, what should I do?
Yeah, that's absolutely cool. So 2 things, always sit comfortably. So if you start to feel like you're going to pass out, okay, slow the breath right down. Just slow it right down. Now, if that doesn't work and you're still feeling lightheadedness, then all you do is just when you breathe in, then focus on the exhale and extend that exhale. And do that until you come back round and then go back into the process again. I'm going to go to the water.
Perfect. No, absolutely. That's fantastic. Thank you, Sam. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brilliant, everybody. It's amazing. So Sam is just, as you can see, he's just going to get himself out of the shower, and I'm going to just pass over to me. I'm just going to do a quick one. So as I say, what we're all about is we can see that the breathing in that cold water immersion makes huge immediate changes in your life. So what we want to do is not only make sure that you have these changes and that you feel that physiological change and that change with the chemical release, if you like, in the body and the mind, but we want to make sure that it moves on. And we're all about solution focus. We're all about positive psychology. We're all about focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want. It sounds like an obvious thing, but it's actually something that what I'd like you to do today is really to start to become more aware, become more conscious, be more consciously connected to yourself. Funny old thing. So a good way of doing this is a gratitude diary. Just write down things daily, things that you're happy with, things that you enjoy, things that you're looking forward to. Getting your brain focused very much towards that situation of what you want. The brain that we have, the mind that we have is a fantastically complex thing. But in terms of change, in terms of creating change is very simple. It's just not necessarily an easy thing to do. There he is, he's back. Change is one of my kind of favourite sayings. Change is a very simple thing, but it's not necessarily an easy thing to do. So what we want to do is recognise that we don't need to go and get all these magic pills. We just need to do these simple things that we're doing every day. And the positive thought from this point on, from Sam, and say from the people that are watching, very much focusing on what you want to do, focusing on the positive aspects. We're running slightly over, so I hope you don't mind this morning. We want to get this information over to you. So gratitude diary is absolutely key. It's a brilliant and simple way to do that. All you do in the morning or the evening, they both work. I prefer the morning one because it sets you up for the day. Write down 5 things that you're grateful for. Now, you usually can get 1 or 2 quite easily. You know, you can get, I'm grateful for my family, or I'm grateful for my job, or, you know, whatever it is. They're kind of easy ones. But take some time to try and allow your mind to focus on those ones that you maybe don't find so easy. In other words, your brain's really working quite hard at focusing on those positive things. Once you get into that habit, one of the key principles of creating lasting positive change in your life is repetition. So once you get in that habit over these 30 days of focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want, the chemical changes, the endorphins, the serotonin, the dopamine, all the changes will start to happen more and more and more. And with the breathing and the cold water immersion that we're talking about there, and the gratitude diary, and the other aspects that I'll be talking about as well, as the sessions go on every morning, and we'll try and stick to 15 minutes because I know we're busy in the morning. With all that coming together, we really can have some of those breakthroughs during lockdown that you really are looking for and that you really want. So I want to say thank you for myself personally. Really, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. We're so pleased that you've came and joined us today. Please share with others. We're live on YouTube and live through our Facebook group, Conscious Connection, and Instagram as well, consciousconnection_org. If you have any questions, best way is either to email us at info@consciousconnection.org.uk, visit us at consciousconnection.org.uk or consciousconnection.net, or message us on the Facebook group, and we will endeavour to answer as many questions as we can. We get quite a lot. But thank you for myself. Over to you, Sam.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and really, really spread the word. Let's get this positivity into everyone's life every single morning. We really need it this moment. And at the moment, you can just see my immune system is being boosted as well as I've been supercharged. That's what we do when we do when breathing with the cold water submersion. Thank you. Love you all. Love yourselves, and go out and have an amazing day.
Brilliant. See you all tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Bye.
Bye.